We're here continuing a series of conversations with the designers of Wealth, and these are two of the four set designers. Can you go ahead and tell me about your designs?
Well, there are basically four different instances where there needs to be sets. So there's the house set and then the two temples. And the house is what Caroline and Marin and I worked on, which is it kind of builds on itself as the characters get wealthier.
Mm-hmm.
That's the name Wealth. And
well, we have two temple scenes also, and Johnny and I designed the first one to be kind of a void feeling to give the sense of infinite space. And the second one is just a very bold, dark colored sleeping scene. And we have acrobatic fabric for the dancers to climb on, and it was just kind of a dark undertone.
How was taking the concept and actually making a design out of that concept? What was that process like for you both?
it was tough and long. A lot of sketches.
You started this last semester, right?
Last year. And we consulted with Mr. Timkó, and he gave us feedback, and we changed stuff. And, yeah, but I think it came out well.
But the process itself, was it?
It was, I mean, we went back and forth, and...
it was very long.
Yeah.
And we did a lot of sketching with music and chalk, and like two colors of chalk.
Oh.
Kind of chalk.
Yeah.
I forget what it's called. Yeah.
Basic
And
chalk.
then, but we did multiple sketches with different colors of the same sets, and then we incorporated all of them to kind of blend all of our ideas together. So Johnny and I drew the house scene, and they drew the temple scene, so that we could use everyone's ideas.
Yeah, we started out, everyone drew their own concept, and we kind of blended the styles together. And the house came out kind of like surreal, but it stayed with, like, we have Greek Greek style on it, but it's not like, it doesn't look like a real house. It looks like a crazy. And the color scheme is like metallics, so like the last piece is like, it starts out bronze and it builds up to like gold and stuff.
Great. So there's 2 weeks to go before the show.
Yeah.
A lot to do before you get there.
Yeah.
A lot to build.
I mean, we're just starting to paint some of them, and we've
we'll
started
get
building all of the
everything done.
things, but yeah.
Which
bad.
is because it's not too much of an elaborate set. But
Great. I'm looking forward to seeing it. Thank you very much. We're with our lighting designer for Wealth, Johnny Robertson. And Johnny, what's your approach to the lighting design for this particular show?
I was given this show last year, and I just decided to read the script, and then I looked at what was... At first, I looked at what was going to be needed, and after I'd found what was going to be needed, I just sort of thought, okay, what other fun things do I want to bring into this, and what themes can I have reoccurring, and that would work well with the play. So since it is wealth and royalty, I sort of thought a lot of purples, and it's really quite incredible the things that this school can offer us to do, because we can just do so many things that you wouldn't be able to do in most other high schools, and so with the design, there's actually very few limits that you can do. I felt like there would be some things that we can't do, but then Joel, our technical director, would just say, no, we can do that, or yeah, we'll just rent that, or something like that. So yeah.
Cool. You were also one of the designers of the actual set,
Yes.
one of the four. Can you talk about your part of the set design?
Since we were four people designing the set, and there were technically four sequences for sort of not really acts, but for different changes in the set. I was collaborating with one of my classmates, Sam Zuckerman, and we together designed the dance sequences in temples. The first one being at the Oracle at Delphi, and then the second one being in Asclepius' temple during the healing sequence. Both of those are dances So we figured open spaces, columns, things that would reference temples, and in the same way with lighting, I'm going to make it colorful because it's supposed to be spiritual and energetic. So.
What was the process like from your design idea and then actually implementing it onto paper?
We were taking TBD-A, which is the course here, and the later part of the year we used it to design for it and for Wealth, and we then used different things we had learned, also with color combinations and what color means during the course. So we basically created a new idea for the entire play and for these sequences, and then with the collaboration we thought about some things, and we were totally on the same page with other things, and then we could work out stuff and have everything work pretty well. In terms of how it came to paper, we started with our general concepts and then just put them down, tried it out in a model, saw what it looked like, saw what Mr. Timkó thought, and had fun with it. And then as soon as it became later, I couldn't keep designing the set because I wasn't in the course anymore. But it had pretty much gotten finished at the end of last year.
Great. We'll probably revisit later once you're actually playing with light and the light and the set together, and talk to you then. Thank you so much.